Good afternoon, thank you for watching Rundlii Gaming. So we're going to be doing another video. This one was on the game called Extremely Powerful Capybaras. I might be mispronouncing the name here. As far as the buttons go, I think it's basically set up for if you have like a PlayStation controller, an Xbox controller, or a keyboard, which basically runs the ASDW for directions and space for your specific action, in this case dash. And you kind of start off as one of these, and it's kind of similar to like your roguelike games where as you play through, you can then do better after each round by buying upgrades and making other changes. Now this one's currently in a pretty early beta, so it still has a ways to go before it actually becomes like a fully released game, but it's kind of just a initial look at the game itself. And it kind of reminds me a little bit of things like Rotato, where you can kind of, improve and buy new stuff as well. So in this little section here, you have 4 classes. You have like this bard character, this like rogue character which throws like shurikens. So for example, if you take the class, you can go up here, and this will kind of show you what sort of way they attack. So in this case, it's just those 4 shurikens around you, and that's pretty much how that one interacts. Now this one is just a straight attack. So for example, it'll just keep hitting in one singular direction. And I think it's basically just whoever's closest to you. So pretty straightforward as well. Next we'll go with the druid-like character. And this is kind of more of a longer range shot as well. And finally the bard, which is more of like a directional style character. So basically whatever direction you last picked, it will hit that direction. So for example, I hit left, I'm hitting left, so it doesn't actually target anything specific. It's just whatever direction you want it to attack in. You just press that and it'll attack in that direction. And then as of right now, the betas don't have this active, but it seems like you can go through and make it looks like new roles and stuff. So if you wanted to try to play a different class or upgrade your class, then this would be that character. And this other one looks kind of like they more to do like items and stuff. So so this might upgrade specific abilities where if you take a certain ability during the game, this could do a little bit more for you. So I think what we might try this time, we might actually try the spear guy. So the last round that I played, I actually ran with the rogue character here, and it's just nice little AoE damage that he keeps doing. Now once you've chosen the specific class you're happy with, you can go ahead and go in the portal here. And it's going to have similar to like a board of like Rotato. So anyone that's ever played Rotato, the board itself is limited in size. I think out of the playthroughs I've done so far, I'm not entirely sure if the mod limit is there's like a max or not, but it seemed like there's quite a few things on there. So now every single round that you level up, so in this case we hit level 2, we can now grab a special ability, and this kind of helps form your character. So when you stay still, you may chill, get a stackable damage buff as long as you don't move. And so with this one, you basically just want to sit still, and it just makes you stronger and stronger. And you could possibly pair that up with like the protection here, which basically would just increase your defense by 1. And I mean, it's not too far-fetched that this would actually work with a spear person, since he can target around him as he needs to. Shark beat avians that orbit around you, the number of birds and their distance from you change every time they spawn. Then Amulet of Confidence, just as long as you have high amount of health, you'll be stronger. I think we might give this one a shot. So basically once you have an idea which one you want, you just hold down your dash, and then that is one of the abilities you now have. Now, handy paw print is basically where you drop like a little fire trail. I know in this case it's a paw print or whatever that causes the damage, but it's kind of similar to like a fire trail in other games. And it's pretty useful. But since we might try to go with something where we're not having to move too much, we might not go with it on this one. Then extra experience if you want to be able to level up a little bit quicker. Let's try hummingbirds. I have not tried that one yet. Well, so sharp set of golden teeth increases damage of all your weapons by 10%. So that's just going to be a straight bonus. So we might do that. So one problem I had kind of with the rogue build is I ended up getting a lot of bonuses that didn't really increase damage. So I usually had to hit everything several times before it would die. Get buff to movement speed for 1 second when we collect orbs. Okay. Yeah, let's go for another hummingbird. Another thing I've mentioned yet either. So whenever you first select something, in this case we don't have a slingshot yet. It always fires towards the closest foe. But as you can see below the information there, you don't see any text. Whereas like hummingbirds, as you see at the very bottom there, increases maximum possible range by 20%. So if you go through and upgrade the special abilities on these, this will pretty much kind of spell out sort of what it does for you. Coffee cup, the elixir that gives you strength to get up in the morning, increases movement speeds by 5%. I think we're just going with the slingshot. Slingshot was actually pretty good last time for us. I was kind of trying to see how viable it is to just kind of sit still and not have to move, see if you can actually get the buffs that will kind of outweigh it a bit. So in this crease, if we go with an enchanted slingshot, increases base damage by 10, so it does make it significantly stronger. Yeah, I think we want to keep going with this more, the static bonus here. Increases the maximum damage buff possible by 10% and the speed of the stacking by 1. Yeah, we'll just go with the static for now. I don't think we need the movement speed. Aim to despair. On their last legs, increase damage and defense by 50% when your health is equal to or less than 20%. That's an interesting one. I don't know if I want to stay at a low health throughout the whole game though. Alright, so Yeah, I think we're gonna keep going down the weapon route and just base damage increases. Alright, so what you see here, this will pop up every so often. Let's see, let's grab... Base all weapon and item cooldowns by 10%. I mean, I think that might still be fine. Or do we just want instance power and just... Yeah, we'll do confidence. Alright, so this is something that pops up every so often, and it basically gives you an increase to your primary weapon, so... I don't know if it's about every 2 minutes or so, another one pops up, and then it just basically makes it to where you kind of ramp up a little bit to kind of meet the new enemies that are coming. Increases the amount of shots by 1, or... Yeah, let's do that one. Do more base damage. Because, for example, I think when I was playing with the rogue, I couldn't even kill that boss. It just took too long, whereas right now I'm hitting a lot harder than I was without. This one's also able to target a little bit more specifically as well. Yeah, we'll just keep getting gold teeth. Increase base damage by 10. I might try to get a couple of these, just to kind of make it a little bit easier to pick up the orbs to level. So I would argue a lot of the game itself probably plays more similar in some ways to something like Hades, for anyone that's played Hades. In that, with Hades, you're actually picking specific gods, and then the gods give you special abilities, and you can kind of fine-tune what those do. But it does kind of feel like a potato as well. Yeah, we just keep boosting the raw damage. Yeah, let's try to decrease cooldowns further. Because it should basically make it to where your slingshot's shooting faster. I don't know if we're above 90% health, so we actually probably need to sneak in there and grab food on that. Yeah, I think once we hit 90%, we started hitting really quick and doing lots of damage. Yeah, we just need to stay somewhere on this that stone tablet in order to get the ability. Now we're doing way more damage. I don't know if the 10 sets of power is even really entirely. Oh, I'll just do Slingshot. Slingshot's been pretty good for us. Let's go ahead and do more gold teas. Increase base damage by 5 and reduces cooldown by 20%. That's actually really nice. I'm not actually sure what the max level is for upgrades, so we may try to test the water a little bit with the slingshot and just see how far we can level it. I'm going to assume there's a cap. Let's do hummingbird probably. That's one more hummingbird. We could reduce cooldown further. The gold teeth is actually at 6 already, so let's just go ahead and keep moving that one up. I'm kind of curious as to what the cap is for any of the specific talents also. Increase the base damage by 10. Yeah, let's go ahead and just do that again. Alright, so let's do base damage increases. Kind of curious where this goes to. So, I mean, it keeps reducing the cooldown by 20%, which should make our attacks extremely fast. Let's do another slingshot. Yeah, let's go and do gold teeth again. Let's see. Yeah, let's keep doing slingshot. Yeah, that slingshot is absolutely wrecking things. I guess level 9 was gold teeth. Let's give that one a go. slingshot. Increases base damage by 5, reduces cooldown by 20%. Hummingbird. Yeah, I guess we'll do it in a lot of confidence. I'm basically trying to get those cooldowns to almost nothing, so that way I just keep spamming and spamming and spamming. That's kind of what you're already seeing, is that it just, you see that slingshot just shooting, 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 shooting. 20% again. Yeah. Alright, so we do have to make our way over there to upgrade our weapon again. Yeah, start building up this hummingbird a little bit. Though we are almost out of time, so because with the demo itself, in this kind of early stage right now, it's just a 10-minute run. So like, and then after 10 minutes is done, that's pretty much the end of it. Let's try hummingbird again. Decrease it further. And we're almost there. About 40 seconds to go. Hummingbird. Try another hummingbird. I mean, it seems like it just keeps increasing the max range, but I'm not sure if that really is all that beneficial. But yeah, overall, it's basically just run through with the warrior class. So, I mean, it's still kind of in the early phase demo, so I mean, I'm sure there's a lot of things that can change, whether it's like the bosses, because with that, when you finalize the game, it looks like you can do a lot of additional upgrades. So you can make some of these cards, you know, the top left, they're a little bit stronger. You can also do upgrades to your class, where your class does better with certain things. So it will be interesting to kind of see where this particular game takes a lot of that stuff. Otherwise, thank you all for watching Rundlii Gaming. We'll be doing hopefully just one video of each of the classes, just kind of give a feel for some of the abilities on it and stuff like that. Otherwise, thank you all for watching. You have a wonderful day.